Will the United States stock market collapse in the second half of 2020? US stock market collapse. US stock exchanges made a remarkable return in the second quarter. After the collapse in March, US stock markets closed with earnings for 3 consecutive months. Leading fund managers such as Jim Rogers, Mark Cuban, Jeffrey Gundlach, Paul Tudor Jones, and Stanley Druckenmiller have warned about a balloon. They said that the United States stock markets would collapse because of disconnect between economic realities and stock prices. However, the bears did not have much to celebrate. US stock markets challenge all pessimism. In particular, Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller said that the price action was deceiving them. Second half view. Now we're in the second half of the year. Looking at the economy, the data are encouraging. Non-agricultural payroll data shook expectations in May and June. Strong non-agricultural payroll data helped boost US exchanges. Meanwhile, the first weekly unemployment claims are still stubbornly high. They are approaching 1.5 million a week last month. A number of new COVID-19 infections have encouraged some states, such as Texas, to slow their plans to reopen. The second wave of infections and slower reopening are 2 of the biggest risks for investors. Analysts on the US stock exchanges. On Monday, BlackRock lowered US stocks from overweight to neutral. The decline did not affect the markets. The S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 1.6% and 1.8% on Monday. Citi, which had previously declined in the markets, is on the sidelines. In particular, Citi will wait to take a dive. Meanwhile, Gary Shilling is very downward in stock markets. It expects them to collapse between 30% and 40% next year. Speaking with CNBC, Shilling said, "I think we have a second leg, and this reminds people in the 1930s that they appreciated the depth and deterioration of this recession and how long the recovery would take. Pay attention to the choices." Investors should also pay attention to the next presidential election. Surveys have proposed a great leadership so far for Joe Biden. If Biden becomes president and raises taxes that President Trump has lowered, it can lead to confusion and possible collapse in the US stock markets.
Most of the idea, comment, information, and criticism containing in these videos have been created by Daily News Report. Before making any important investment decision, use the information contained in these videos as a starting point for conducting your own research. If you make any investment or legal decision, it is advised to consult an expert before making this decision.